In an afternoon where everything clicked for the Vikings defense, one player stole the spotlight, no warning, no breaks, no mercy. In just 2 quarters, he etched his name into NFL history with a performance that had veterans shaking their heads. Defensive touchdown, check 2, yep. Forced fumbles, recovery, scoring, and lockdown coverage in the end zone, all before halftime. If that's not domination, what is? It's already the greatest individual showing of the Kevin O'Connell era, and maybe in all of Vikings history. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let us know, was that the greatest defensive performance you've ever seen? Isaiah Rodgers made NFL and Vikings history last Sunday with one of the most jaw-dropping defensive performances we've ever seen. The cornerback was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week on Wednesday, and truthfully, he had the award locked up by halftime of the blowout win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Rodgers scored 2 defensive touchdowns, one on a fumble return and another on a pick six, while also forcing a second fumble and breaking up a key pass in the end zone. No player in NFL history had ever recorded 2 defensive touchdowns and 2 forced fumbles in a single game. Rodgers did it in just 2 quarters. That performance earned him the first ever perfect 99.9 grade from Pro Football Focus since the site began tracking every snap in 2006. With that legendary showing, Isaiah Rodgers became the 7th Viking to win Defensive Player of the Week under head coach Kevin O'Connell. But more importantly, he just might have delivered the single greatest defensive performance in franchise history. And now the question is unavoidable. Did we just witness the greatest game ever by a Vikings defender? What do you think, Vikings fans? Does Isaiah Rodgers outing top legends like Jared Allen, Darren Sharper, or Anthony Barr? Over the years, Minnesota has had its share of defensive greatness, but no Vikings player had ever scored 2 defensive touchdowns in one game. Rodgers did it in his 3rd game wearing purple and gold. It's the kind of performance that doesn't just build hype, it cements a player's place in the team's identity. Beyond the stats, Rodgers dominated the field and flipped the game before the Bengals could even regroup. That's the kind of game-changing ability you usually see from future All-Pros. And now, the Vikings may have found their next star. The most exciting part, this might just be the beginning. If Rodgers keeps playing at this level, the Vikings defense, which already features talents like Jonathan Greenard and Ivan Pace Jr., could become a real force in the NFC. With offensive firepower already in place, defensive consistency might be what separates this team from the pack. So tell us, Vikings fans, do you believe Isaiah Rodgers is here to stay as a defensive cornerstone, or was this just a once-in-a-lifetime game? Thanks for watching. Make sure to share this video with fellow Vikings fans, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest on Minnesota and the NFL.